Good morning everyone, I hope you're all doing well. This video has had quite a few problems with copyright issues. I guess my clips were maybe just a little too long or something like that. So you're gonna end up seeing this throughout this video, and you might hear this a couple of times as well. And that's just so that hopefully I can get this video out finally. I tried to cut out most of the meat of the clips, you know, just keep the bare bones of what I'm actually trying to show. So hopefully this one is the successful one. But just a heads up, in case you're wondering why the heck you're seeing this on your screen every once in a while, just randomly popping up, like, what the heck. Okay, just start the video.
Wow, that is so
Lame. The script, dude, that was literally a leaked script, man. Come on.
I feel the need. Force me. Ow!
That's the... I can't even comprehend right now. My mind is going a million miles an hour. Alright, so we start this episode off with another new intro. This one is the 90s theme with Tommy starting off with the handheld camera, going around the house, introducing everybody. And we get some fourth wall breaks at the very beginning of this episode too. It doesn't happen again, but it's fun to see.
Don't try to fight the chaos. Don't question what you've done. The game can try to play us. Don't let it stop the fun.
So yeah, as you can see by that little clip and the lyrics that are associated with this intro, it's, you know, it still has its little hidden meaning, which is pretty funny. But yeah, just a little creepy. Just a little creepy. One thing that I just realized while editing this is that it's in the intro, as soon as Agnes is shown, the camera becomes distorted and has like a reddish filter. And although the other Agnes in this episode made me less suspicious of her, I just think it's kind of interesting that, you know, we get a little red tint and everything, and it says everything's distorted. Moving right along, it was very fun to see the reasoning behind each of the costumes. Scarlet Witch is not dressed up as the Scarlet Witch. No, she's dressed up as a Sokovian fortune teller, as she says. And Vision is not just dressed up as Vision, which I felt like, you're just Vision, man. But no, he's not dressed up as Vision. He's a wrestler. Okay, dude. Okay.
I'm a Sokovian fortune teller.
No, you have a secret thing for Mexican wrestlers.
Me gusta mucho.
Chili con carne.
Oh,
Okay, I don't know what they just said, but looking back on this, I'm not sure I'm so comfortable with that. A little bit later in that same scene, we see a tattoo on Quicksilver that says Mom, and although it could just be to fit that character, like right after the episode on Discord and stuff, we were talking about how Mom, Multiverse of Madness confirmed, dude. But no, I mean, that was just a fun thing. Probably not related, like, at all, but still a fun little thing to point out. And then obviously stealing the show was Quicksilver and Speed's costumes. Man, that was so funny to see them both. And I was wondering why in the leaked clip it looked like it was a small Quicksilver, not like a small Speed, and it's because, well, he was dressed up as his uncle, which is very fun. Dude, even if it's just, you know, as if you were dressing up for Halloween, it's still good, man. Oh, it's so funny, man. I love it. Interesting enough, though, in that scene before the Vision leaves, he gets into a little bit of a scuffle with Wanda as he wants to be on neighborhood patrol. Clearly, Vision wants to find out what's going on in Westview tonight, and he's going to take this as an opportunity to do that. She is saying, hey, that's not in the original script, what's going on. Luckily, Pietro covers for him, so he gets his little night of experimentation. Alright, we are then caught up with Sword outside of Westview, and the first image we see is actually really interesting. It is the drone, the 1980s drone that Wanda pulled out of her Westview area, and I remember thinking right in the moment, oh shoot, if they scan that thing, it's going to come up just like Monica came up on their little scanners. But yeah, it's just very interesting to see that the drone is still like glowing all weird like and stuff. We then see Hayward just continue trying to be the big dick director he so desperately wants to be, but of course he is falling short as man don't know what he's doing. He gets into one of the sickest conversations with Monica. Just, oh dude, I thought she hit him with the don't be a coward, but then he just comes right back with the glad you weren't here with your freaking mom died. Like, oh boy, I do not want to be there in that room during that conversation, bro. Holy smokes.
Maybe it's a good thing you weren't here when your mother died. Because clearly you don't have the stomach for this job.
Oh my gosh, dude. And then it happens. The biggest what the F moment of the entire episode. The craziest twist. The biggest reveal. Jimmy Woo has some freaking fire in him, man.
Let's go, everybody in.
Jimmy? Okay. And this may be overstepping the bounds of coincidence just slightly. But I just want to point out that Quicksilver drops a bit of a bomb on us, alright?
Unleash hell, demon spawn!
Really? Unleash hell, demon spawn? Demon spawn? Really? You just had to throw that in? Alright, dude. Okay. A couple of steps later, and Wanda then tries to test Pietro's memory, try to see, hey, is this really my brother? What exactly is going on here, you know?
You're testing me.
No, I'm not.
Hey, it's cool. I know I look different.
It's then revealed that Vision truly isn't playing as nice as we think. He's not just going out into the neighborhood watch to get a break from Wanda, but he is trying to figure out what in the world is actually going on here.
Sorry, Wanda, I gotta bounce.
Well, maybe Vision can help you out.
Vision? He's not on duty.
No.
Alright, and now is when stuff starts to get off the rails, man. When Vision starts to see Westview breaking down, see people frozen and not reacting, and then just getting a glimpse at what's really happening, it's when the episode starts really speeding up. And I gotta say, whenever he first finds the lady with the clothesline just going back and forth, you know, at first I was just thinking, oh wow, not enough processing power out in the reaches, I suppose. But then once we see the single tear roll down her eye and it's clear that, you know, she's somewhat consciously aware of what's happening but is stuck, oh man, it's just like, that's just horrible, man. This has gotta be just some other kind of crazy torture. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's horrible. Oh yeah, and then just the weirdest commercial so far in my opinion. But basically, it's a dude on an island and clearly he doesn't have any food. He's completely stranded. A shark pulls up like, what's up, bro? Shark's got a freaking surfboard and sunglasses, man. He's not messing around, dude. He's not here to play. And then he hands them some yogurt called Yo Magic, and it's just a little bit strange. And yeah, this is definitely one of the weirdest commercials and probably most on the nose because it literally just says magic within it. So, you know.
Yo, magic! The snack for survivors.
The snack for survivors, huh? Okay. Oh! Whoa! The theater. Okay, I just paused on this screen. The theater behind Wanda says The Incredibles and The Parent Trap. That is funny. Well, The Incredibles didn't come out till the 2000s. But either way, it's kind of weird that they chose The Parent Trap. I suppose it could kind of make sense in the sense that Billy and Tommy are twins, like the kids in The Parent Trap, and they were trying to get their parents back together, and you know, neither Billy nor Tommy want mom and dad separated, and they're having a bit of trouble in their relationship this episode. So I guess I could see it, but anyway, moving on. We get Quicksilver literally breaking down his role on the show. So thank you for that brief summary, sir. However, I don't think you're telling us everything, bud. I'm onto your shit, man.
Come to town unexpectedly, create tension with the brother-in-law, stir up trouble with the Rugrats, and ultimately give you grief. I mean, that's what you wanted, isn't it?
And then without even enough time to digest what he truly said, Speed unveils his powers. So yeah, I believe this is the first time we've seen him run around with super speed. I know they've been running around with Quicksilver, but like, this is cool, man. Look at this. Come on.
Next stop, Cavity Town.
Dude, he just full on got his speed already. What the heck? One interesting thing about that scene that I just noticed was, apparently those candy bars were 2 blocks away. So now we know exactly how fast he can run. 2 blocks in like, I don't know, maybe like a second or something. I don't know. Alright, and we also get told in that scene that they're not allowed to go past Ellis Ave, which comes back whenever we see Vision after confronting Agnes on Ellis Ave, about to, you know, try to dip out of the barrier. And boy, what do you know? We find out Hayward has a few little secrets. Now, this clearly is not the bottom of his secret jar that we're reaching our hand into. This is just the top. But boy has been tracking Vision, has a somewhat accurate ID on the amount of people in the town, who's she controlling, where they're at in relation to Vision, and just eyes in the sky of the town. Like, bro, what the heck are you doing? Share it with the class, as Monica said.
Wait, why is Hayward tracking Vision?
He wants his weapon back, that's why. We then catch back up with Vision, reaching the far edges of Westview, and seeing people even further shut down. As before, there was a little bit of movement. This time, sure, there's plenty of Halloween decorations up, but they're just frozen in place there. It's crazy.
Are you waiting for something?
Look at that, dude. They don't even have enough power to blink their freaking eyes, man. Each one of them's gonna be blind in like an hour. But yeah, Vision gets curious and decides, alright, I'm gonna dip. Thanks for the invite, but gotta rush home. They almost made it out. That's Agnes! Agnes almost made it out? Why would Agnes try to leave? Yes, it was indeed Agnes. Thank you for pointing that out. And in fact, it is probably the most interesting part of Agnes we see this episode. She was trying to leave? It seems as though she was trying to leave Westview, which, you know, if our theories are correct and she has something to do with what's going on in Westview, I feel like if she did want to truly leave, she would be able to just leave. And why would she want to leave if she is, you know, somewhat in control here? Just seems very interesting. Her asking him for help and then saying, oh, nah, we're actually screwed, and then just her laughing maniacally.
No one leaves. Wanda won't even let us think about it.
All is lost.
It's also quite interesting because in that we see whenever Agnes says that Wanda won't even let us think about it, Vision kind of gets, you know, like, he looks down and he kind of is like visibly upset by what she said. And so, you know, it kind of sucks because on one hand he definitely has, you know, he definitely loves Wanda and definitely has these feelings for her. But then on the other hand, he's facing evidence that she's hurting people, and whether she's trying to or not, she's causing them some sort of pain, some sort of agony, and she's in a weird amount of control right now. So he's fighting a hard line right now. But it's very interesting to see that variety of thought and emotion in Vision. So, bravo, Paul. Alright, boys. We've made it. It is time. R.I.P. Vision. Nah, but he is trying to leave. We see Ellis Ave, and clearly he has no intent on stopping at that stop sign, so he is going to try to break out of Westview. Then, Monica gets a call that her contact is ready with the, truck, I'm guessing truck that she needs to smash through the Westview wall, which I'm starting to think that the Spanish translation that made the person of interest in that sentence feminine, I think that was just a hiccup or something, because multiple times now in the show she's referred to her contact as a he and having to meet him. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a male aerospace engineer. I mean, it might not be an aerospace engineer, you know. It might not be the same person she's talking about, but I think it's safe to assume that it is, and that was just a bit of a hiccup, so it's not actually a female we're looking for. Maybe that was even an intentional misdirection, probably not, but it seems like, yeah, it is a guy, and she should be meeting up with him next episode, so episode 7 will be the one where they smash through. What's up?
My way back into the Hex will be here in an hour. Just gotta meet my guy over the ridge.
Of course, Monica talking about going back in the Hex gets Darcy all hot and bothered because she just discovered her medical files and Hayward's secret stash, which Hayward, just stop it, dude. Just stop it. What are you doing, man? Bad boy, what the frick? But yeah, so she discovers that her DNA has been rewritten on a molecular level, or her cells have been rewritten on a molecular level twice now, and that it's changing her, which basically just kind of confirms the suspicion that most people had that she was indeed going to get her photon or her comic book powers in this show. And you know, once she got ejected, you know, it was all about, okay, maybe her getting shot through while covered in Wanda's red, you know, maybe that's what gave her her powers, and it's starting to shape up like that is indeed what happened. Of course, she doesn't actually know that she has these abilities yet, if she does indeed have them, but it'll be interesting to see if that comes into play in, like, maybe the season finale or something. Of course, this doesn't stop Monica from leaving. She dips on out, and Darcy actually stays behind, and the reason is because Hayward's got one more of them freaking firewalls that she has to get through to really get to the good stuff. Oh, I just realized because Darcy got sucked into the thing, she probably didn't figure out what's past Hayward's last firewall. Or maybe she did before she went out there.
I haven't made it through Hayward's last firewall. There's something big here, something that can help us. I know it.
We then get Quicksilver hitting Wanda with a little bit of the moral dilemma that we've been hitting her with so far. Yo, where have you been stashing these kids, dog? That later leads into, you know, him trying to build some trust with her and ask, yo, how did you even start all this? Which is just so sus, man. Like, the way he says it and everything. Like, okay, dude.
How'd you even do all this?
Yo, sus. Oh my shit. Oh, wow. Another time. So that his body's not... She can reanimate not just Vision then. She can reanimate an actual human? Maybe she plucked him from a timeline where he had just been killed or something. So the juices are relatively fresh. I don't know, man. Oh, gosh. That was... I did not expect to see that. That is ridiculous, man. My only comment would be... Does that mean that what she saw in Vision and now him is just a projection, or is she seeing how they actually look? Just slip between the cracks. Oof. Okay, I didn't catch this before, but I think Darcy just did it. I think she just cracked through the firewall right here.
Hayward, you sneaky bastard.
Okay, interesting. So she finds a file called Cataract, and it has a subtitle called Classified Weapons INTE, probably saying Intel. There's a decryption key, but obviously too many letters long. I mean, I can probably make out the last like 20 letters, but anyway, good thing we know that that file is in fact in the right hands now, as we see her email it to Jimmy Woo at FBI.gov, which I wonder if that's an actual email. I'm not gonna try to email that. And yeah, I think we know what's coming next. This homie, he doesn't want in there no more, man. He wants out. Oh my gosh. How? How? Oh my gosh. He's still animated. He's still alive. Yep, he's getting pulled back in. Okay, this right here in the episode is the big turning point, from which stuff has been pretty crazy and really cool, to where shit just goes off the rails, man. What in the... From this point on, I don't even know what I can say, okay? This is just the craziest stuff. A helicopter turns into a freaking hot air balloon. Sword agents turn into clowns and people in a carnival. Vision gets sucked back in, but whenever he's on the outside of Westview for a while, while he's getting sucked back in, the Mind Stone is in one piece, which originally I paid no attention to. I thought, you know, he was just, all of him was just fictional and getting sucked back in. But I mean, there has to be something there, right? The fact that while on the outside, the manifestation of the Mind Stone in Westview was able to survive with Vision outside of Westview, you know, for a limited amount of time, of course. And I know that there were some theories about whoever, maybe someone set this up to try to get Wanda to recreate the Infinity Stones, and there was some merit with that because the Lagos liquid in that commercial was like red reality stone. The Tesseract was the soap box in the Hydra Soak commercial, and I know there were a couple. The watch was the time stone and stuff like that. So like, I didn't really think about it like that my first time going through, but it's definitely something you got to keep in mind, and it's very interesting. And because of Vision's dire need, Billy's powers manifest. Basically, he sees and hears what's happening right outside of Westview around his dad, and he's able to warn his mom that his dad's in trouble. And then, I think we know what she does from there. Whoa.
Whoa, Billy. I hear Dad in my head. He's in trouble.
Okay, really quickly. That scream on Vision, that was a TIE fighter, right? Let's play it again. One more time, but a little bit louder. Come on. Okay, I guess it's a good thing we got subtitles on this time, because I did not originally catch that Vision's last words before he died, or kind of died for a third time, was, the people need help. Originally, I thought it was just help, but yeah, so he was just the last message that he really needed to get out was just, yo, the people in there, they're not okay. You guys gotta do something about this, man. For real, for real.
Don't sweat it, sis. It's not like your dead husband could die twice.
You gotta be brain dead to say something like that, man. What? We actually see Wanda taking direct control of everything, dude? Oh! Is she expanding the radius? She's expanding the radius so the Vision gets put back in it. What the? Welcome to the 90s, Darcy. It turns into a hot air balloon. What the hell? What is happening right now? What is going on? All of S.W.O.R.D. is getting absorbed? Avengers level threat has arrived, my guy. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can confidently say this was the craziest episode we've gotten so far. Okay, so just immediate thoughts. What the hell? Wow, okay, so we see the Pietro also isn't just a normal alive person like we might have thought. He wasn't just plucked from another universe as a currently alive Pietro. At least if we can take Vision as an example, as his body, Wanda saw his dead version of his body, and then whenever he left, he started to die again because he really was a dead body. And so we can kind of assume that probably the same rules apply for Pietro, and if he leaves, his body will start to bleed out again and turn back into a corpse like she saw in this episode. Everybody gets freaking sucked into Westview, just the hex expands. And how much larger is it now? How much more area is it covering? She has now hundreds of S.W.O.R.D. agents and Darcy in there, and wow, just the craziest stuff. But we did not see Monica Rambeau in her vehicle. We assume that the guy she's going to go meet is the one that owns the truck she busts through there in. But now it's the question of, is it that aerospace engineer? Because it was the Spanish translation did have the feminine article, but still, man, wow. This is just my immediate thoughts. I'm going to go back through and break everything down. And that is pretty much the episode. Not that much, huh? Are you kidding me, bro? That was ridiculous. That was I don't even know how long was that episode? Like 30 minutes of what is happening? This is the day after I watched it, okay? I stayed up till 4 editing that first segment, fell asleep, woke up at 10, and now I'm going through it again. Same exact reaction. That was freaking crazy. And yeah, that was like only like 30 minutes of just this video itself is almost going to be 30 minutes long, talking about the 30-minute episode. Like, oh my gosh, it is packed full of just insane stuff. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this WandaVision episode 6 breakdown and reaction. I don't know how they're going to step it up for number 7, but I know that episode 7 is going to be insanity. I feel like I'm saying that in almost every single video, but it's going to be. I mean, it's going to be nuts. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
I'm the space invader. I'll be a rock and roll